Hey guys, how's it going? It is Klaireeberry, and I'm here today to bring to you the Divine Masculine reading. This can be the Divine Masculine inside yourself or the DM in between your relationship, or both. Usually it is some sort of a combination thereof. Believe in the impossible in reverse. It is very important that you open up your, not only belief, but like your expectation that wonderful things are going to happen to you right now. It's so easy to get stuck in fear mode, and this year has been kind of all about fear mode. And it's important to focus on abundance right now too, okay? And not get sucked into this lack, this severe kind of lack mentality, you know, that we have everywhere, okay? Cheating yourself. We don't want to cheat ourselves anymore. We've done that long enough. We've made enough problems for ourselves. It's time to conquer ourselves. It's time to get our stuff straight, okay? So, Divine Masculine, okay, has some feminines in his life here, okay? But this is deep healing to me, okay? This is healing of relationships and possibly families. So, that is super, super positive. And it's like the feminine, the divine feminine, if you have an issue with your mother or your father, if you have parent issues, it's really always going to try to play out in any relationships that you have as well. So it's kind of like you have to go and heal that stuff. You have to, okay? There's definitely, you know, we're wanting to just this week we're going to be throughout the week getting more and more into a state where we're wanting to go within, where we're wanting to just sit and just be with our own self and be with our own feelings, you know, be with our own thoughts, just experience nature, okay? But also, that again, that's kind of gradual. In the beginning of the week here, we do have our, our Leo moon. So, you know, we don't mind, you know, being sociable. We have energy in Libra as well right now, Mercury in Libra. So, you know, we're wanting to communicate. We're wanting to communicate our feelings. You know, I feel like people are being more authentic than they probably were like last year at this time, okay? We do have, you know, issues. Everybody has issues. Everybody does. It's how you deal with them. It's how you focus on them. It's how you think about them. And it's kind of like how you let them affect you, okay? Paying attention to why you're doing what you're doing is really important. And that's why we look at the shadow work, because it's the quickest and easiest way to look at, hey, why am I doing what I'm doing? Because we project. We naturally project. It talks about this in the Bible. It talks about this, I think, in a lot of spiritualities, just different things. We have to look at, if we look at other people, we have to kind of stop that and turn it around on ourselves. Okay, it's easy to look at other people and to say, hey, what are they doing? You know, but true peace and true happiness, and like, again, this is like to be able to truly like be happy for each other and to truly celebrate each other and to really truly have a great life here. You know, you have to be able to let loose, to be able to laugh, to be able to let go, to be able to change, and you have to, I think, really too, you know, have something that you're passionate about, that you are following, that you, especially now, are following in this independent action. It's like, yes, it's a good time to work and learn and have emotional healing with people, you know, and this could honestly just be making friends here in the community, the Twin Flame, here on YouTube, and just doing your own thing and shining your own light. This is our actions, but where are actions coming from? Correct action comes from correct thoughts, beliefs, and expectations and emotions, which are very closely related. When you have a bunch of negative thoughts, you're going to have a bunch of negative emotions. Then you're going to have negative actions. Then you're going to have negative habits. It's just the cycle of creation. So if we keep running and if we say we don't want to deal with these things, you know, and a lot of times we are focused on the external instead. We're focused on work. We're focused on making money. We're focused on being, you know, shining our light, and we're focused on others too. So much to do, you know, but wow, you know, if we're not, we need to focus on ourselves now, you know, not later. Okay. And because we have all the answers inside, we already have all the answers, everything you need, everything you want. Okay. You're on a path. This is magical. Okay. So, yes. Okay. So the work that we do, and if it's fulfilling, okay, it's going to be from your healing. Okay. I think you're uncovering. You're uncovering, and you're still learning about your gifts. You're still learning what it exactly is that you're going to be giving back, you know, to the world with your life here. And it takes concentration. It takes going within, and that's kind of building up until, again, it's just going to be kind of waning energy. But you have to harness the holistic law of attraction this week for this new moon. Spend up until Thursday getting ready for this by learning about the holistic law of attraction. You can go to my playlist. I have a law of attraction playlist, but I also, down below in the description box, along with the personal readings, I do have my program, which is 30 videos long. It starts out with holistic law of attraction, then it goes through shadow work and inner child healing, all to get you into union with your person. Okay, we have to be able to have like fluid and open, not like open, but you know what I mean? Like just be a little bit vulnerable, be a little bit honest, and not be putting up walls. Okay, not be having expectations that might be unrealistic at this time. Okay, now here's the thing. You'll know the difference between what's right and wrong to focus on based on that inner wisdom. And you'll know it's possible to feel very strongly about things that are not, you know, necessarily within, you know, your highest order of action. Okay. But it doesn't mean it's not going to help you out and get you somewhere anyway. Okay. So what I want to do, okay. Now remember, a lot of this energy is about self-love, especially these first couple of days. Leo, Moon and Leo, all about self-love. All about, you know, taking that time to listen to yourself. If you don't listen to yourself, who is going to listen to you? If you don't enjoy your own company, who is going to enjoy your own company? Okay? And that will lead to, you know, again, some laughs and better times. And this is a deeper bond and healing. Like I said, that is coming through. And then the more we heal, the more on target we're going to be as far as what is going on in our outer lives, in our monetary lives, you know, what we're attracting as far as abundance goes. Okay, we want to build, we want to grow, you know, we want to help, we want to give back, but how, you know? And it's just this process. But believing, first of all, you know, again, is like the first step. And how do you know? Like, if you're thinking about something and you aren't sure if you should put that much effort into it, you know, then don't. Wait till you're sure. If it's not an F yes, it's an F no. Okay? And a lot of things kind of, again, just kind of on a little bit of a hold while we do some inner healing work, shadow work, and inner child healing work. For the win, we gotta be really open with ourselves. We gotta be really, really, I think, critical of, and the word is escaping me. We got to be choosy about what thoughts we're allowing ourselves to think, but people just think of that as the law of attraction and that's it. This is about what emotions, and people say, well, I can't control my emotions, or, well, yeah, I realize that's the issue and that's the problem. But the first step is believing that you can. I can, and never even saying that you can't. Your words are so powerful, so powerful. Everything you do says to the universe what you believe is going to happen to you. Okay? If you believe there's a third party, you are probably, the probability that you're going to create a third party situation by things that you're doing, that's how this stuff works. If you expect it, if you fear it, that's why we don't use fear. Fear is very powerful. It is, but love is much more powerful. Much more powerful. Okay? So let's get into this a little bit more closely here. And I want to just kind of look at how Divine Masculine thinking and feeling about his Divine Feminine. Okay, so let me see if I can get this a little bit further down. I feel like it's just so... How's that? Good? So, Divine Masculine is absolutely thinking of you. They're dreaming of you. We came out of this moon in Cancer, and now we're in moon in Leo. They are re-identifying their role, I feel like, in the relationship. And this is big, like overlying. This is not just one day, This is really wanting to take those steps to learn how to be that better person. It's coming through as like, when you're getting married, before you have to go to like the classes, it's like the classes. It's like putting in a little bit of work and showing. It's like Divine Masculine. It's still dreamy though. I feel like they're just dreaming. They're just dreaming up how to do the impossible. Okay, but what they want and what they want to do, and I think the healing that, like the man that, or the person that they want to become here for you, because they are so inspired by you. We've been having that lately. This growth, yes, you've been growing, but wow. Divine Masculine has too. A lot. Okay, and you're on your way. All of this work we've been saying, it's finally doing something. But again, it's still not magic pill, quick fix, okay? But the more you believe in something like that, the more it's going to manifest like that, okay? But again, we have to go deep. We have to get into the subconscious here for these blockages, because otherwise it's like you'll be chasing things that aren't for your highest good. You have to be, if you're not in connection with your subconscious, then you're not in connection. You're not in alignment. You're not going to have your alignment for your holistic law of attraction. You're not going to have your alignment for the goals and the things that you are being asked to do in this life. We all have purpose. Okay? We all do. It's just a matter of finding it. And again, our purpose, all this stuff is like so much greater and more magical, than we ever knew. Okay? But I think Divine Masculine knows deep down in their heart that it's going to take a lot. It's going to take still a lot of more change and a lot of, like, it's just like, that when you get married, that it's like work. And I'm not saying there's definitely going to be like a wedding or something like this, but this is just the idea here. Again, it takes a lot of preparation to get to this point. And yes, we're moving, we're moving closer. Okay. They see it. They feel it. They know you're their person. They just don't exactly have all the answers on how they can ensure to themselves and to you that they are, I don't want to say good enough, but that is kind of what's coming through us. Part of them feels they're not good enough. Part of them feels like they're going to get better. We've been having some of this perpetual energy lately. They feel like they have to get better for you, but they don't know if they can. They're not going to be able to. None of us are going to be able to unless we go within. You can't do it on the external. You can't do it just with action. You can't force the action and say, now I'm going to behave and do good, be good and trust in myself and, show up for myself and all of this stuff. It's got to be deep. It's got to be deep. Okay. So Now we're gonna look at the relationship. Okay, definitely they feel like the relationship is all that and a bag of chips emotionally. Like, it's almost like I had everything. Why did I mess it up? That's what it's, unfortunately, they're stuck in that mode a little bit. Even though we just, because this is emotional right here. Even though this is swords, and this is a little bit backwards here, the way that I set these up is this is mental. These are mental. This is about you. This is about the relationship. This is emotions about you, about the relationship. Okay. They're too busy. They're feeling, there's unresolved feelings. Okay. There's unresolved issues, probably conversations that never were had, that need to be, that probably, you know, at some point need to be had. I don't know that needs to happen right now, but, you know, there's definitely this mourning in their heart about this relationship and about what their hand was in that. Okay. But they, on the other hand, like, they still think, again, of this relationship as a highly valued prize, you know, something that really, you know, one of those down home good, you know, things that just makes you feel good. Okay. Even if they think that, because again, doubt, you know, there are doubts. Am I man enough? Can I ever even heal this situation? You know, how could this be even possible? You know, because they haven't gone far enough yet. They haven't gone far enough deep into the subconscious. So go deep, guys. This is a time, okay? This is a time. Spend the next couple days even learning, you know, learning and getting hyped up and prepping about it, and then deep dive, you know, this weekend. It's just this Thursday and, you know, the day before and after, and really, I mean, leading in new moons, of course, they go a whole, you know, at least a couple of weeks, you know, a few weeks to a month. And this is the first in a series of super moons as well. So this is helping to usher along some big changes. Okay. There's new beginnings everywhere. Okay. And we are on the journey. We are on the path. It's kind of like, how slow are we going to go? Okay. If we have the blockages, if we don't go within, we're not going to go very fast. Okay. You're going to move, because we don't really ever stay the same. Okay. So I want to look at some blockages here. We got 4. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. So the blockages, there might be some kids. I mean, literally, and I've had this before, recently too, a lot, is that, you know, these kids need help. They need, you know, a lot of, I mean, kids are just a lot. So it may be their own kids. It may be just like family in general, like nieces and nephews. It may be, you know, it could even be like a job, like working with kids and just like, you know, paying the bills. I just one had come up as pets, like your pet kids. But yeah, it's keeping away. It's definitely blocking a little bit of the relationship in some way. In some way. I think it's blocking a little bit being able to like see each other, being able to act like a couple, you know, being able to spend time together. Okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to block everything. Okay. Yeah, there's just a lot of confusion. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of choices. And I think we're having issues deciding even before we're getting started with the holistic law of attraction. It's like, even if we knew how to do it before we're getting started, it's too much confusion. We don't know where to start. Well, our feelings are wanting us to pull one way, and what we see, our eyes, you know, the external, again, could be literal, like spending, not feeling good enough, wanting to overcompensate, and things like that. Okay. Not having your energies collected and corrected, you know, it's all about the alignment, guys. The mental, leads the way. The emotional solidifies, I say goal because that's what we think about when we think of law of attraction. But if you're not thinking about a goal and you're just thinking, then you're still going to manifest things, but it's just going to be naturally like what you're expecting, what you're thinking about, if that makes sense. And your actions, your habits follow. Okay. But the motivation and the direction choosing, that it's like, yeah, your actions may be stopping you from something, but it's because the mental is always the start. Mental's the start, then whatever you're thinking, your feelings will magnify that. Okay? And that becomes those deeper beliefs and those expectations that are so deep that we feel like we can't even ever, think anything else. Okay? But it is a time of, awakening, shining the light. The light is coming down, It is a time of abundance. It is a time of transformation and change. And we are being helped. We need to, be open to that. We need to ask. It's great to ask for our angel helpers, our ancestor helpers, or just energy helpers, whatever, love and light, and, however you want to ask for your entities to be with you and to help you and to guide you, and always be looking for those signs. There are, there's a code in the universe. It's underlying everything, so if we can tap into that and learn how to read the signs, that's what this is all about. Okay. If we're not doing that, we're not going to know. And once we do that, I think we'll have a better idea, of what we want to choose, what we want to spend our time on. Because it doesn't matter if you know all of the details about the holistic law of attraction. If you haven't figured out exactly what you want, it still doesn't matter. So it's kind of like, I want you guys to think about this. Spend some time with this energy. What do I really want? Okay. But also, at some level, we just have to be okay with the way that things are. Be okay that, it might take a little longer than we initially wanted. Great changes. It's like, it's similar to the saying of the one they have about weight loss. The slower you lose it, the longer it's going to stay off. The faster you lose it, the faster it's going to come back on. This is the same thing. The slower and more steady changes that we have here, the more solid and lasting they are going to be. We don't want to go back. We don't want to go back. We have already made so many revelations, and there are so many more coming, I'm telling you. So many more coming. Divine Masculine's heart has been galvanizing. They have been working through things. They are still working through things. They're working through family issues as well. Okay, they're working through their own inner trauma. We need to get down deep to the inner child healing, guys, for sure. Okay, so here we go. Gonna get on the solutions. We're gonna take 5. Okay, so wow. Connection. Or almost totally submerged here, almost totally into our subconscious. But we've got our connection. We still are conscious of what we're doing. Okay? Even though, again, it's kind of like go low. It's kind of like hide. Sarah Verba put it as make yourself small. Just these ways that you can kind of get under some of this crazy, Mars squaring off energy this week that we've been talking about. And if you haven't checked out your weekly forecasts for your signs, check out the videos that I posted the past couple days. Okay. Also, if you want a personal reading, I have those available down below. So yeah, we are like kind of indulging here, We know, it's like we're finally realizing it. It's making sense that in order to change the outside, in order to be the best that we can actually be, we have to actually stop doing. We have to actually slow down. We have to actually treat ourselves right. We have to actually do all this inner healing. So finally, we're motivated enough to get it done. Finally, we're slowing down and doing some healing work. Okay, all of these cards are about inner healing, going within. We have the door here. She's like actively doing it, finally doing it. Maybe doing it for love, but ultimately you're also doing it for everything in your life, including just your own self. Okay? Getting these thoughts, beliefs, and expectations and emotions into alignment so that your actions can come into alignment with the same goals, the same frequencies, the same ideas, thoughts, beliefs, and expectations. Stepping forward into the world, knowing you are the master. You're the master of your own destiny. Again, pay attention to the signs. Okay? It's kind of this stay close to home. You can go out in nature, but if this is not a rah, let's socialize. We're sociable enough. We're cheery enough. Again, with this Libra energy we have and some different aspects that a lot of us are in. But this is about stillness this week. Okay? This is about, again, honing in. Again, the first 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, honing in on what you want. Honing in on who you really want to become. What is this growth? What is this actually doing for you? What is this taking you? What are you trying to achieve? You're going to have to figure it out, what's going to truly make you happy. And that's what's going to guide you into the rest of the Wednesday and Thursday when we're actually being so still. Is this not a new moon card? It's so yin. All of the healing starts from within. You have to decide. You have the power. You have the power to start today. You have the power to start this week. You have the power. And you are taking it. You are stepping up to the plate. You are going within. You again, there's like this deep knowing. And there's kind of this just, it's a sense that we know we have to do something. And what better thing to do than to follow our heart, follow our purpose here, our passion. That's all we can do. We have this passion for a reason. It may not always be perfect. It may not always be pretty, but as long as, again, the good outweighs the bad, as long as there's no abuse, as long as there's no, even covert types of that narcissistic abuse, and you don't have to give, match their level, balance and equality, balance and equality. Divine feminine, do not overcompensate. Divine masculine is not asking you to overcompensate. They're going within, so you go within. Do the inner work. Follow this major purpose, this major drive that we have. I mean, we have, it's like spiritual warriors coming up for sure. Okay? Again, we may feel a little bit argumentative this week. We may feel like going to battle for certain things, and it's about knowing what is and what is not, appropriate and, beneficial for you to be chasing after. Okay, again, this is no more of that confusion. No more. Okay? This is coming into your abundance. Once you do the healing, then you open yourself up to receive the love. Divine Masculine's waiting for you. I know you're waiting for Divine Masculine as well. Okay? Don't give up on your desires here. Okay? There's a lot of passion coming through. And your passion is going to lead you through the healing. That's what this is. The passion will lead you through. Your heart, again, this is, that feeling in the middle of the night. Oh, I just have to get up and do something. I just have this feeling. I just have to do it. Let that be your guide. Do it. Make it happen. That's where the magic is. Yes, I'm a proponent of going to bed, early when you can, but sometimes when your emotion's just too high and you have this passion and you're, no, don't try to force yourself to go to bed. Work on this work. Follow through with this passion. Let it flow through you. Okay? And remember, when we work, when we give back to the universe, that is when we receive more. Okay? Give and receive. Give and receive. stay low to protect yourself. Stay low, you know, to heal. Learn about the healing. Focus on the healing. Get motivated for the healing. And don't stop. Follow through. Follow through strong. Again, if it's the last, you know, the moments, it's like, oh, getting ready, getting the last things ready. But it's more like, again, I just couldn't get this off my chest, and now I have to get this out. Okay? It's this energy of there's something inside of you. There's a resonation with the truth, more in line with the truth of the universe and believing what is actually true. We're clearing up a lot of misconceptions. We're clearing up a lot of confusion, but we've got to deal with it first. We've got to look at it. And this is the week where, yeah, you know, there's going to be a lot of that going around. We can't give up on ourselves. You don't want to give up on your person, and never give up on your dreams. Believe in them, nurture them, nourish them. This is, you know, too, when you go through and you have, you know, your emotions, and you actually have, okay, so you have your goal, you want this, and then, you know, you're going to focus on it, you're going to think about it, and then you start getting deep enough to where, yeah, like your emotions and your actions are all starting to be in the same alignment, you know, and then you just keep on going, keep on pushing. And then whenever you get results from all of that, it just makes you even more, the momentum builds and builds and builds. And that is what things are starting to pick up, guys. Energies are about to shift big. Okay? So stay ready, stay positive. Okay? Stay in your center. Okay? Stay in your bliss bubble. Don't allow any strangers, anybody to pull you off your bliss bubble. Okay? Unless, again, even if you feel like somebody needs to, you know, you need to go to war, so to speak, with somebody, you know, maybe an argument or something like that, you know, you're going to be doing it in a way here that is controlled emotionally, a way that is not too overly emotional. Okay? Because when you do the work, you become more mature in yourself. You don't need, you know, really anytime you have to rely on, you know, getting emotional and name calling, that's when you know you've lost. So nobody wants to argue like that anyway. We want to be smart. Okay? We want to contain those emotions. Balance. Look at that balance of that emotion. That's good stuff. Balance. And a lot of people right now are feeling empowered. And I'm feeling that coming through because a lot of you guys are doing the work, and that's why it comes through like this. Okay? Like you already are balancing your emotions more, and you're already receiving benefits, but keep on getting better. Keep on doing more. And keep on, if you know, I don't want to say that you have to necessarily be making sacrifices to prove yourself right now to anybody or to God or to the universe. But again, your actions are going to be showing what you want. And make sure that you're conscious of that fact. It's like the language of our actions is another step in the law of attraction, the holistic law of attraction. So again, if you want to learn more about the holistic law of attraction, get the program down below. It talks about shadow work, inner child healing, 30 videos long, only 11:11. And yeah, that's it for now, guys. Much love, many blessings. Take care, and I'll see you again tomorrow.